everybody, welcome back to Maximum Voice, and today we're gonna have a really nice session about your breath flow. Your breath flow is regulated by your pelvis floor, just as much about your upper support by the diaphragm, but mostly about your pelvis floor. So to have a good breath flow, we would like to have a deep breath into the belly. We're going to that next. After having a very deep breath into your belly, you want to release, you want to have a really well-flowing airflow. Nothing should stop it until it comes out through your mouth, which also means your larynx needs to be nice and relaxed and open. So if we're singing, for example, we don't want to generate the tone from here, so this is all getting stiff and the flow is getting like in a struggle with that, but we want to have it really nicely and really openly flowing through the larynx, creating the sound. So how to do that if you don't already know how to do it? Let's start with the belly breathing. A lot of people are more like a shoulder breathing person, which would look like what you can notice when you breathe like that, what's happening mostly is you're pulling up the shoulders into the rib cage, opening the lung that way instead of really like using the musculation that should be used for it. You overstretch the belly, you cannot really work with your support anymore later, and you generally have less air than you would have if you really breathe into the belly. If you really breathe into the belly, it's gonna look like this. Once from the front, you can see that my shoulders are like maximum minimally moving. But my belly is going outwards, forwards, and I'm breathing really deeply into my hip, actually. So how to achieve that? I know that a lot of teachers have good experiences with breathing through the nose, taking a deep breath through the nose. I also experienced that to be quite helpful for my students. So you can just do what I just did. You try to be staying quite relaxed, like your knees are free to move, your hip is free to move, nothing in your body should be tense. And you just breathe in as if you stay on a mountain peak and you're looking into the valley and everything's beautiful and you just want to take it in. So you do a really big check out how this is working for you. You can lay your hands on your belly so you can like a little bit check if it's really working, because if you're really much into the shoulder breathing, you will probably not know how it should feel in the belly and you will go like, and we don't want that. So put your hands on your belly and imagine you breathing into the hands and let it down and out. Going completely into relaxation. With this exercise, please check that you don't do like you're gonna get dizzy like I just do right now, and it's really not helpful. Try to always, after breathing in, having the tension of breathing in, to go back to relaxation. That's really important also later for your singing. There is another exercise. Usually I do this lying down, but I am going to take another video for you where I'm just going to do this exercise because it's really, really nice. I'm just gonna show you the end stage. You're gonna do it laying, sitting, and standing up. We are going to do it standing up, and we start just like we just started. I'm gonna stay sideward so you can see what I can do. What I do. So you put your hands on your belly, so you really can feel it that there's something in front here, and you try to direct your breath into your hands. Just breathe in. If you're doing it correctly and you use your lower musculation, you will also feel that like it is going somehow into your belly. Something's opening up inside the belly here, muscular wise. Do it again. And the last one. If this is working for you, you can go to the next step. The next step would mean that when we breathe in, we take our solar plexus and push it down into your hip, like the feeling should go down into your hip, and your pelvis floor is coming up against this, so like you get a pressure, you get a little round belly out here, and you continue breathing out till it's nothing left, and then you're going to release the rest of the air with the lower belly musculation with the pelvis floor. So we are going to try to do that. I'm breathing in, pushing down, and start breathing out. And you see, I always start like breathing in directly because that's just a reflex of my body, and I just let him do it. It's also a form of relaxation. I do it once more. In the end, it really becomes like this belly dance wave a little bit. We breathe in, push down, and breathe out. And letting the rest of the air out with my lower pelvis floor. I'm gonna show you that in more detail in the exercise video, but this is the second step. If you're good with that already, this is what we call breath flow control. So now we're controlling via our pelvis floor and our solar plexus, of course, how much air we let flow, how fast we let it flow, and we always keep a little rest air in our lung as long as we keep our pelvis floor engaged. Before we just loosen it, there is always a little rest air, which is also good for us while singing, because of this way we can sing like very long phrases or hold a very long tone, still having the power because our support is also engaged. So you see, there's a lot of things you can do with this kind of technique. The third part of it now would be to gently put a note onto the airflow. So we don't want, right? That would be like just pushing it out. We really gently want to put it onto our breath flow. It would sound something like this. So what you can hear, it was not a strong tone, not a fancy tone, it was just one tone on my airflow. And this should help you to bring our support, our airflow, and our sound together. We take a new tone, we try it once more. And the last one. And if this is also working for you, and now comes an extra that I'm only doing in standing up, because now we have our support, we have our breath flow, but what we also would like to engage is the seat of our voice, like where we place it, the placement. So what I'm doing now, I'm doing the exact same thing as I just did, but now I'm going to twang it a little bit, like this little kid exercise that I also have been doing with you already. This could sound like that. So in this exercise, we have everything together now. Our support, our healthy breath flow, so it can all be nice, free and vibrating here in the larynx. and our lead or our seat of the voice. And this is what we are going to need for singing later too. We want these three things working really, really well together. So we have all the freedom to sing how we like and to sound how we like, and to have all the power to go through a whole concert with advanced songs, for example. But also if we like do a longer touring, we have to sing every single night, then we want to have this system going, so like our voice is staying healthy. Because what happens if one of those things is not working, we can get nodules, we get exhausted and fatigued, we have a lot of like problems with our voice. And we really don't want to have that. Because what happens with the larynx is, if I try to make sound here or I'm overstretching it, the structure of the larynx starts to get fixed and is immovable. And this is also, I mean, how do you want to do sound when your larynx is immovable? If nothing's moving, there's no good sound. So we'll have to work harder and harder, and it's going more and more on your vocal cords, and we don't want to do that. So breath flow is really important. We want to breathe deep into the belly, let it flow through the larynx, through the throat, and have the voice formed in front of here. This whole system together will be your success strategy. Okay, so far so good. I will give you the lying down exercise in a full range and an extra exercise video. I hope it was informative for you and you enjoyed it. I see you in the next video.